crucial steps you can't ignore if you want to discover the job or your dream job, the job you love, the thing you want to do in life. 4 crucial steps, because I know that a lot of you, and especially people in their 20s, early 20s, still don't know what they have to do, or they feel something, they feel aspired to something, but what should I do, right? And this is to those people as well that are stuck in a job and know that they can live up to their potential, that maybe have a job that they love doing, they're earning the money, but they don't feel as satisfied as they should be. And so I want to start off by the first thing, and that is, well, to those people that are in that job, great, love it. And to those people in their 20s, get a job that you think you might love, and then discover that you don't like it as much. And I want to share with you my story, which I think will be very helpful because I've been in that same situation. Is that I was working at a certain company and I was doing a job I really liked and loved because I could interact with people. And although I think I did a great job. And I mean, the people who are listening to this will agree with me. I gave my best, and I did everything that I had to do. But here's the thing, I did everything that I had to do. But that's not really the attitude you want to have if you start a job. The attitude you got to have is that you got to do everything that they ask you to do and do something more. Give 20% more, 120, not 100%, 120. And man, if I would start that job again today with the same attitude that I'm now operating, I mean, people would be stunned, would be surprised. You gotta make sure that you are the best and that you give more, give. So, but in a way as well, I discovered that that wasn't really what I wanted to do, because you're stuck in a pattern. And the thing with big corporations is that you got to do what they ask you to do. And if you're like me and you want to be free, you want to do what you want to do. And most of you guys that I know, and most of you people out there now today in a free world, feel that they can express that to everybody else, that they have the opportunities. There's the time and the money right now today to do that. There are the opportunities, to take them. And so if you take that job and you discover that, you will know what you don't like, what you like. And so get that job to get that in your minds, right? And the second thing that you got to do is travel. And I mean travel not in the way like, go on vacation and stuff like that for 3 months. 3 months is not enough. 3 months is just not enough to get out of your comfort zone. Do it at least for 6 months, but best for a whole year. I did that for a whole year, and the sweet spot is like 9-10 months. Most of the people I talk to have that same experience, is that when you're out there and you don't go back to your country, right? You've been there for like 9-10 months. You start missing those people that you have that special connection with, that you grew up with. Because even though you get to know lots of people, lots of new people, and you establish a connection with them, there's always something missing. Like that deeper connection, people that really know you well, that you can think about the past with, right? Because we're human, and we always want to have our ego reaffirmed. Like, when we did that, man, that was awesome. Yeah, what an awesome day, right? So that's what we miss, and I mean, that's what you will experience as well. But travel is not really, it's not only because of the fact that you meet so many people, so many not like-minded people, that you discover like new insights, new ways of thinking. And you will get out of your comfort zone trying to communicate with people that, don't think the same way that you think, and especially in a different language, that you've got to adapt yourself, which is one of the greatest skills an entrepreneur can have, adaptation, because everything changes constantly. I mean, people telling you, yeah, this and that, but they're not doing it, and with the money and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get in detail with that, but everything changes. But traveling is also about being away in a new country, having the courage, having the balls to get out of your comfort zone, to get out something that you know, to be out there in the whole wide world and be by yourself. And I mean, do it by yourself. Don't be that person that wants to go on a vacation or on a trip for a whole year and with someone he knows. Don't do that. Don't do that. You will miss so many opportunities. Go your own way. To discover new opportunities, new ways of thinking, adaptation, and developing those courage skills. Number three is meditation. And meditation is simply because having the balls and the courage to look inside yourself, all that build up material, those build up emotions that you stored there, that you got away from, all that pain that you discover, having the courage and the balls to see that pain inside of you and greeting it, treating it as your own child, it's amazing. And so that's why meditation is a great way of reflecting upon things that you've learned while you did that job that you didn't like, while you traveled around the world and you had pain and you discovered some new things that you don't like, and you have an adventure, like things get stolen, you have an intestinal infection, and you learn how to deal with that. And in the moment, it doesn't really seem so great that it happens, but after that you say like, wow, what an experience, and it pushes you even further every time out of your limits. So okay, I'm not going to get deeper into the meditation part because I talk about it a lot, I know it, but it's so important, guys. If you're still not meditating, please do it, right? Get into it, and you will thank me later. The last thing I want to talk about is just something that a lot of people are not doing, and that is make a decision and act upon it. I mean, the greatest thing that happened to me maybe in the fact of me now being able to share with you this in my own clinic, doing what I love, is because I made a decision, and it was difficult, but I made it and I took action upon it. I got a lot of support through mentors and friends and family, luckily. So I'm grateful for that. But you got to make that decision, because otherwise you're gonna keep getting stuck, and you're never gonna learn what you like or don't like. I made the decision, and yes, there were a lot of obstacles along the road, but that is what you learned while you traveled, while you meditated, is to adapt and to go around all those obstacles and challenges. You learn every time you face a challenge, every time you face an obstacle, boom, and you learn to face it even better, and you learn how to treat that, as your own child. So make that decision. And I remember it was the craziest thing. It's like I was at the job center and I didn't know what I had to do, right? So I said, I don't know, and I saw this guy, Elliot Holtz, and he was having his own gym, and it sounded appealing to me. So I told to the guy of the job center, hey, listen, so I thought about, opening my own gym and stuff like that, and train people and study for that. And I wasn't even sure that I wanted to do that. I just made it up at the moment. And the guy said, it was funny, I'm never going to forget this, is that yeah, you really thought that through. I mean, you should get on the process of starting your own business. And I mean, I was like, no. And at the time I said, yes, okay, that sounds great. So sometimes you just gotta push yourself and act upon what you feel and not what you think. And I mean, if I would have never done that, I wouldn't have been here. Crazy story. So those are the lessons for today that I want to share with you, and hopefully you can do something with it. So get a job you don't like, or get a job you like but you discover like, this is not what I want to do. It's a great thing, it's a great place to be. And then get out of there, travel around the world, discover so many things that you like and don't like, and adventures that will horrify you, and adventures that you will never forget. Meditate to reflect upon everything that you've learned and discard what is unuseful. And then, my friends, make that decision. Do it. Act upon it. Even if you're not 100% sure. And I mean, I mentioned this in another video. 40 to 70% sure. Do it. If you have a question for me, then don't hesitate. Send me a message or write me on Facebook. Send me an email. And I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, okay? See you soon. Peace, MVDB.